My name is Mutumba Missing. This is the first video for week 2. Then just going to look at how to connect, and then I already connected to AWS server. And then the number of steps actually were required to carry out, which I did in the first project. And then I tried to use the pwd command to display the current directory, and then I had this kind of output. Then when I used it to create my files, there was no permission granted. And then when I used the ls to display the list, this is what I got, and there was no file of such kind of which I was required to type. And then when I use the long list, it displays all the files that are there, and there was no such kind of file that I was required to create. And when I used mkdir, permissions still were denied. And then when I use the long list, still does not exist. Then I went ahead to change my current directory. Then it accepted, and I went ahead to make the directory again. Permissions still were not granted. But when I went ahead to use the sudo command, because I opened the sudo command man page, and the first section, it gives me privileges to work as a super user, and then it's able this time to create my files and folders. So you can clearly see it here, how data one. Then when I went ahead to look at who I am, this time I am Ubuntu. I'm using Ubuntu as the user now. Then when I change the ownership, that is using the CHOWN, finding that the owner here is Ubuntu. The other time it was root user. So here, that's where I have my data, one root user, but this time it changes automatically to Ubuntu as the owner. Then when I went ahead to use this command here, df space -h, this one is going to display these files in the human readable form. And when I use the cat command to display, it shows everything, files, size, used, available, just like that, in the way that we can really understand. Then when I typed in history, it gave me everything that I have been doing. And then the uname command here is just telling us to name what we've been doing in the server. And then when I use the cat command, it displayed such kind of information. So there are two files here, which I was also required to talk about. The etc/password, that command or that file stores our passwords. And then there's another file called the etc/shadow. And that file actually is there to encrypt or to store encrypted passwords within our servers. Thank you so much.